Welcome back, guys, to QBSYLUHV channel. Today I would like to show you my middle term targets for 1 inch. Let's jump in. Alright guys, I already made a post for local trades for 1 inch, but today I would like to make a video about middle term targets for 1 inch for this year or maybe for the next one. How high we can pump if we will see the correction and maybe if we will see the massive altcoin season this year or next one. So everything almost depends about the Bitcoin and Bitcoin dominance and maybe some news. So like you see now, the China joined into the crypto, but they join, but they can ban it in one click, you know. So maybe just the rumors, you know. So by the rumors of the facts. So what we can see now, this is just basic FIB. First one, we get a top, we get a support, we bounce, and every single time, like, you know, when we got the huge weak candle, at least we come back to close 50%. So just to be honest, I don't think so we'll bounce to this level this year or maybe even next year. I don't think so. We'll blast off from 60 cents to $6 really soon. Maybe I'm wrong, but this FIB still in play, and we now trade under 27 zone, so under 18 level by FIB, but still have a chance drop. If we'll see the collapse on the market, we have a chance to drop to 13 cents. Just keep in mind, it's not unnecessary, so we have to drop to this zone. Now we're inside this zone, so since June we trade under 27 zone, so it's basically good time to accumulate coin. So according to FIB, I think we can see the top for 1 inch at 23 zone, because this zone is untradeable. We got the main weekly gap in this area, so most likely we can see something like this one, maybe come back to this level or hold the line at $1.78. But we'll talk about these zones later. So we can close FIB here. All right, so here, FIB is done. Zones I showed you, according to volume range here, most tradable sellers zone we already passed, but we still got this gap what we can come back and close, maybe like this one. So this zone, it's like a magnet for correction, but we got two untradeable zone here. First one is 75 till 78. I don't think so we'll see some massive rejection here. If we bounce like this one, the road will be open to psychological price of $1.02 till $1.12. So in this area, I think we'll find out the massive rejection zone. And if we'll see something like this one, I will not be impressed, you know. So it's what about the zones, and it's weekly time frame. So the more higher time frame, the more clear signal. So we pass it, most important seller zone. So if we're breaking out this area from $1.12 till $1.58, the road totally open to test 23 level by FIB. It's $2.97 and $3.36. Of course, it's hard to believe, so we can't make 450% pump. But like I told you before, many altcoins sometimes pump 100% in 1 day. So you saw the Lena made 100% in 1 day. So it means the potential target for 1 inch can be around $1.11, $1.12. So we can bounce and close the second gap. So the road will be open to the main one. So it's what about the volume range. What I don't like, so we didn't break the low. That's why we have all chances drop to forming the lower low to grab all this liquidity to people who jump in on at listing on a Binance. It's hard to say how high we can pump in the next cycle, but locally for this year, this target will be like a magnet, you know. So the 50% of this weekly zone is $3.15. It's more than real. It's more than real. Maybe not in 2023, but in 2024, at the beginning of 2024, we will see maybe this zone. So most likely what I would like to see, it's a move like this one, then close this gap, forming local double bottom and bounce over this zone. So then road will be open to this target. So now let's take a look what my indicator shows. So like usual on weekly time frame. So let's go to A to Z direction. Let's start on a weekly time frame on A to Z. We just came into seller zone, but like you always know from my previous video, we have to form in something like this one, and on the chart it can be like this one, 3 waves and huge divergence on a weekly time frame. So we need the time to form in this divergence. That's why it's about A to Z. Here we got divergence where we format since February 2022 here. So from February we drop from here from $1.26 we drop to this low in December. Yes, December it was 37 cents. So we're forming the huge divergence. So it's a bullish signal. You know, on crypto flight direction, we just didn't see any signal to sell, you know, but didn't see signal to buy or accumulate. So, you know, no big volumes now in tradable desk zone since January, you know, no huge accumulation. We just lay down on the bottom. So maybe we'll see some signal to sell where we passed this zone before correction. And after correction, we'll see first signal to buy. On crypto flight direction, on daily time frame here, in this area was accumulation stage. So like you can see, not so much. So here was signal to sell in October 2021, only one signal to sell. And then just a few signals to accumulate or buy, you know. So that's why if we compare 1 inch with another coins, what I showed you already, you saw all green bottom, you know, but with 1 inch it's not something special, you know, on the chart. So yes, the most accumulation zone was here from December, from this area 47 till signal to buy here, confirmation signal to buy in January 37. So in this range. That's why most likely, yes, I think we can bounce to this target, $1.12, reject and come back to 42 or even drop lower. But it's hard to say, you know. So let's go to market mood. What we can see on the chart with the market mood. On the daily time frame, like you can see, we are most likely overbought here. May 2021, October 2021, April 2022, and still overbought. You know, the more and more people are trying to sell. So it's FOMO, but yes, the big players sell it. It's a daily time frame, but on a weekly time frame, yes, the good time to buy for 1 inch starts at January 2022. Every single time when you see the white color mood on the crypto flight market mood, it's good time to accumulate coins. So if you start accumulate here, for example, at $1.70, and during all this time till here till 36 cents, your average price can be around $1. That's why most likely, yes, we can see the move like this one, $1.30, and then drop once again. So the big players can withdraw initial deposit and just leave free coins. Or even see this pump. On trade on, we got here 2 signals to sell on weekly time frame here. First one we got here in April, The top was $5.46, and second one we got a confirmation in May 2021. That's why I always told you the top and the starts of bear market was in April and May, not in November. We just formed a double top, you know, on November, but the beginning of bear markets was here. So we long time period here in a downtrend. You know, that's why we have all chances to see the good correction on altcoins. And also on the line chart, we can draw something like this one, you know. So basically, yes, we are already past the bottom. Extend right. Go to candles. So on trade on indicator to signal to sell, and here's a recommendation to close your position. So now we don't see signal to buy. We don't see signal to buy. On the monthly time frame, same situation. On the daily time frame, it's more for swing trades, so it's not so necessary for a middle term, you know. So here we got 3 signals, strong signal to buy with confirmation, and here step by step you can sell. So it was about trade on, and the last one, it's most important to take profit indicator for daily time frame. Here's perfect touch. Here's a perfect touch of buy line, and here's a perfect touch of take profit. If we're not breaking out once again this zone, most likely in locally we can drop to this zone and still will be in uptrend. So it will be the 50% of range between the buy line and take profit line. So we close this weekly gap. It would be the perfect scenario, you know. So if we make a correction from 61 cents to 42, trade some time period here and bounce, it would be the most positive scenario if we hold this line. If we go to weekly time frame, we can see here's a fundamental price on a weekly time frame, or lines are dynamic. Fundamental price, it's 94 over than the stop losses. Exit buy line $1.26, and the road is open to take profit to $2.51, and exit line on a weekly time frame $2.84. On a monthly time frame, we don't have enough data for this indicator. So that's why if we will see the altcoin season this year, we have all chances bounce 300% easy for 1 inch. It's more for spot, you know, it's not for futures trading. It's for spot trading. So if you accumulate, for example, at 38 and 60, for example, your average price 40 or 45, so it will be the great profit for you on even on the spot, you know. That's why this analysis on the weekly time frame is not for a futures trading, you know. That's why most likely, yes, I would like to see the drop to 42 and then bounce, climb it up, maybe till May or beginning of summer. We'll see something like this one, and then I would like to see once again correction down to the buy line, because all these lines are dynamic. So if we make a squeeze to $2.55 or even touch this exit line $3, then we can come back to the buy line. It's $1.20 or even psychological price $1. So this was what about the 1 inch, my middle targets, and what my indicator shows. So guys, I hope you like this video. Share this video with your friends, subscribe channel, hit the like button, hit the bell notification button. Don't forget to join my Telegram channel. See you next time, guys.